welcome to Christian Recovery and Hope and Faith today. I'm blessed to be here. My name is Jay, and welcome to this episode. We're talking about pride, and mainly we're talking about how does one go about asking for help without feeling like they're being a burden, or afraid of being turned down, or maybe sometimes it's even that, like, oh well, I'm the only one who can do it right, and this is where pride comes in. And so you want to control everything, every aspect of what is taking place. So we want to make sure that that we know that there's absolutely nothing nothing wrong with asking for help, right? Because, like, sometimes God will put us in a situation where we have to ask for help to get out of. We can't do it on our own. And so when we fail to ask for help in those situations, it's going to end up in a failure. So we have to trust the Lord and believe that He is going to help us do the things that He says He'll help us through. And maybe that's asking somebody else to help us. Maybe it's asking the Lord to provide something. Maybe it's asking our spouse to help us with something, or our children to help us with something. But we have to be able to ask for help when we need it, not when it's too late and we're already on the brink of failure. Asking for help does not mean that we are weak, but it means that we are strong, we are wise, and we have these moments of strength. We also have these moments of weakness. And so what do we have to do when we feel these moments of weakness? So oftentimes, just to back up just a little bit, oftentimes we do not succumb to the will of the Lord. We feel like we cannot ask God to help us or anything, but when we cannot ask God or others for things, it's definitely, or it could be, pride getting in the way. We figure, oh, I can do it myself to ensure it's done correctly, or I feel uncomfortable asking others. But Matthew 7:11 says it this way: ask and it will be given to you, seek and you will find, knock and it will be open to you. For everyone who asks and receives, and the one who seeks finds, and the one who knocks it will be opened. Or which one of you, if his son asks him for bread, will give him a stone? Or if he asks for a fish, will give him a serpent? If you then, who are evil, know how to give good gifts to your children, how much more will your Father who is in heaven give good things to those who ask him? And we follow that up with 2 Corinthians 12:9. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly of my weakness, so that the power of Christ may rest upon me. It doesn't mean we will receive all things. It doesn't mean that if God's will, that if it's God's, it means that if it's God's will to allow us to receive, and it wasn't already in our path, He will provide it for us. But the key word there is, if it is God's will. But here's some good quotes that maybe will help you. One of my favorites is Dwight L. Moody. Some people think God does not like to be troubled with our constant coming and asking. The way to trouble God is to not come at all. Dwight L. Moody. That states it perfectly. Like, He wants us to come to Him. He wants us to ask Him for things. He knows that we are going to struggle. He knows that we have issues going on, but He wants us to come and ask Him, regardless of how we feel. It's what He wants, and He will provide when you come to Him. Another one is, be strong enough to stand alone, smart enough to know when you need help, and brave enough to ask for it. Zayed K. Abdelanor. I don't even know how to pronounce that name right. I hope I just butchered that, right? there's more scriptures that talk about this, because it's actually wise to ask God for help. I'm not going to continue to, um, go on and go on and say scripture after scripture about this. I think you've gotten the point. If you have questions, please feel free to jump down in the description below and or in the comment section below and ask me a question, and I'll research it and find an answer for you if I don't know the answer. But I'll leave you with this. James 1:5 says, "If you need wisdom, ask our generous God, and he will give it to you. He will not rebuke you for asking." So I leave you with that. Ask for wisdom. Ask for the things that you're looking for. And if it is God's will, he will provide. Hope you guys have a blessed day, a blessed evening, a blessed morning, whichever the case may be. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Be blessed.